Hey everybody, it's Robin Scherzer with Robin Stampin' Hood. Welcome to Therapy Thursday, and we're almost to the weekend. Yay! All right, we're just gonna hang out here for a second, talk a little business while we wait. Excuse me. So sign up deal. This is what I was talking about on Monday. It's a great deal, you guys. You're going to get $82 worth of free product. You're going to get the in-color bundle, cardstock, the designer series paper, and markers. And not only that, you get to then pick another $125 worth of product for only $99 plus tax. No shipping. It's a great deal, you guys. If you've been sitting on the fence about it, give it to yourself as a little gift. It really is a good deal. I figured out you'll get a little over $225 in product because you also get a paper pumpkin. And you can do it for any reason you want. If you just want the good deal, it's a good deal. And if you decide in 3 months, it was a good deal, but that's all I'm doing. Or if you want a discount, because I know you guys are buying this stuff, if you want a discount on the product, you can do that too. Or if you want to do what I do, you can do that too. It's totally up to you. There's no pressure, but I don't want you to overlook this really good deal if you want a really good deal. All right. My motto kind of is I don't mind spending money, but I hate wasting money. So if I can do something like this, it's a really awesome deal. All right. So that's one thing. Don't forget to sign up for my Saturday fly-in on June 15th. It's a 4-hour event. We're going to do 5 projects, and a couple of them are going to be a little complicated. They're going to be fun folds and pop-up cards and all that fun kind of stuff. And you'll get a pack of the Take to the Air Designer Series paper along with some embellishments. I'll have door prizes and lunch. And if you order the bundle when you sign up for the class, I will give you free shipping on the bundle. So that's a good deal too. And then last weekend of June, go check out that Creations by Kevin Summer Retreat. I will be a presenter there and we'll show you some fun things to do. And I will be doing the Take to the Sky suite. But there's a bunch of other of us too. There's also a few $1 million achievers that are doing it. So sign up. You can go back and look at the video. If you're not going to be around that weekend, that's fine too. All right, so let's get started. Shall we say, hey, if you are out there, give a shout out, tell your friends about me, hip, hip, hooray. Okay, so I have been noticing a trend that's going on right now, and this has been around for quite a long time. It's been around for a while. And I haven't done one in a really long time. So I thought, excuse me, I'm going to drink a little bit of water because I have I had a Snickers just before I came on. I think I got a peanut in my throat. Okay. I've noticed the pinwheel cards. Have you seen people posting these pinwheel cards? So I thought, well, heck, that's what I'm going to do for Therapy Thursday. They're super easy to make, and I thought I would show you how. So, first thing you want to do is pick your paper, and this is a good way to use up your scraps. So these, so I had a bunch of scraps from this, and I just love these colors. They're all the very pretty, new in colors. You have the Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, Shy Shamrock, and Summer Splash. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to use that as my pieces. And like I said, I had a lot of scraps. So what you need is 8 squares that are cut 1 1/4 by 1 1/4. So let me show you the card we're going to make. So this is the card we're going to make. Is that cute, you guys? And it really is simple. So you need these squares. There are 8 of them, and they need to be cut to 1 1/4 by 1 1/4. Okay. And then you need 2 squares that are cut to 2 5/8 by 2 5/8. So that's 2 5/8 by 2 5/8. All right. So let's get our, let's just get our base kind of prepped here first. So we get this out of the way. So this is Summer Splash, one of the new in colors, which again, I'm loving. And I did take, so this is some of this Unbounded Beauty paper. So that's the back side of that. So we're going to use that. And I just cut a panel. So the white is the 4 by 5 and a 5.5. I have to think about that. No, the white is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I did this 1/8 of an inch around that because I didn't want the whole 1/4 of an inch around. So we're just going to go ahead. We'll put this down, get it out of the way so I don't lose it while I am showing you how to do the pinwheel. It's relatively simple. So I would love to see your creations, you guys. You need to make some of these with your scraps, especially if it's going to be a rainy weekend. I'm not sure about that, but I heard tomorrow is going to be a little crazy. So let's go ahead, put this down. So many possibilities with this card. Because like I said, all the different scraps we have laying around that we could use. And you wouldn't even necessarily, oh, I'm a little off, but that's okay. You wouldn't even necessarily need to use the same designer series paper. If you just have a bunch of scraps that all kind of coordinate, then do it. All right, so that's our base. We're going to set that aside. And then these are our 2 pieces of 2 by 5 1/8 by 2 by 5 1/8. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm using my grid here and my little points are pointing at the line. I just want to make sure that when I glue them together that I am relatively square with it. Okay, so we're going to do that. And then I am going to take, I'm just going to put this in the middle because I'm going to lay it like this. And again, I'm holding this like this because I just want to make sure I'm running along my grid lines. So I'm relatively easy if you can, or even if you can see what I'm saying there. Let's try that again. My glass mat's making me scoot around. I probably should have done it on a piece of paper, but it's okay. So I'm just using the grid to make sure I'm level, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I think we're pretty good there. All right. So you're creating that, okay? Because that's what we're going to lay our pinwheels on. So the key to the pinwheel is, so I'm going to use this paper and I'm going to use every other side. So the key is I'm actually going to start up here, excuse me, on that corner, but I'm only going to put a little glue right here. And you're going to have a little bit of a border, okay? You can see I have a little border here. So that's what we want. And we want this to come, whoops, we don't want it to do that. We need it to glue down first. Let's make sure it stays down before I do that again. So we want this little flap to lay open because when we come to the end, we're going to put our paper under there, if that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to start this way. And now we can go ahead and put full glue on all of them. And you'll see, it'll make total sense when I get to the end of this. Okay, so then I'm going to just lay this up on, I'm going along the squares I've created, right? So I'm going to lay that down there. And then I need this side is the next one. Oh my goodness. And again, I'm going right into the squares and creating, I have a little bit of an edge. You see that I have that edge. And then we need the next one. This was the hardest part for me. I kept forgetting the square was up here. So then you're going to lay this one down there. And you're just going to keep going around your pinwheel with this until we get to this side. So you can Speak among yourselves as I'm doing this. Okay, now we're going to lay that up to that square. Again, I have a little bit of a border. Okay, and then the next one. And again, I'm just doing every other one, but you could do multiple patterns, you know, like I could have grabbed some other scraps from this paper and used a bunch of different scraps, but I decided that this would work out beautifully. So we're almost to the end, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so then we want to put that in that corner there. Okay, and now we left this open, right? So what's going to happen is we're going to slide that in there like this. Once I put glue on it, I'll show you. So it slides in like that, creating your pinwheel. Okay, so let's go ahead. Get our glue on the back of it, and then we're going to just slide it in here. And again, I want to keep the borders that I got working, and that's good. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of glue and put it on this piece that I didn't glue down, so we can glue that down now. And there's your pinwheel. Pretty simple, huh? Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. Okay, so I'm going to put this right in the corner, but let's see. Oop, I'm a little goofy off there, so let's make sure a nice even one is at the top, I think. Yeah, I have not done these pinwheels in a really long time, and this is kind of fun. Like I said, it's a great way to use up your scraps. So we'll go ahead. Get our glue on here. And then I'm just going to kind of set it in the middle. This one I think I did a little too high because I was thinking of going for something else to do on the bottom, but I ended up really liking how that looked. So I grabbed the stamp set that I used on Monday, the keeping tabs. Well, this is the perennial postage dies that I used here. But the stamp set is from, gosh, excuse me. The stamp set is from this that we used on Monday. So the keeping tabs. So I'm just going to use the happy birthday again. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to stamp here. Hopefully I'm not crooked. Yep, I think that looks good. And then we're going to just glue this across the pinwheel. And we could put it down here if we wanted to as well, but I kind of liked it on the pinwheel. So we're going to do that right across here. I mean, anyway, would be beautiful. And then these are the new in color embellishments. They're the 2024-26 in color shimmer gems. So we're going to use some of those as well. Whoops. We're going to take some of those and put it down here. You know, I was talking about make sure you have uneven numbers. Well, today I'm going to really have uneven numbers. I'm going to have 5. Whew, okay. So we're going to put one up here. But then I wanted to do some color here. So, gosh, those just want to go off into space. So I'm going to put one here. And I'm going to put one here, and now I have 5. Okay, so there you go. So really cute, really simple, and I'm just going to finish the inside with a 5 by 3 1/4 white piece, so you can write on that little bugger when you want to send it off. And I love the shimmer gems because they're flat. They don't have a big arc to them, so they're really good for mailing. So that's it, you guys. That is a pinwheel. I would love for you to make some and put them out on Robin's Hood of Merry Makers, and let's see the scraps you have laying around and what you do. This is just one way. You know, you could turn it this way. You could do a book binding. You could do lots of different things with this. So I would love to see your ideas on how to make a pinwheel. All right, you guys, that's it for Therapy Thursday. I'm not 100% sure if I'll be back on Maker Monday just because it is Memorial Day. Who knows? We'll see. It could just be a random, I don't know. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for spending some time with me. Have a wonderfully and a safe Memorial Day. And, honor some of those people who have passed away for, for our country. I thank God for them every day. All right, you guys, have a great weekend and happy stamping.